Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel on the art of alopecia. For those who don't know me, my name is Marcy and I have an autoimmune condition called alopecia universalis. Basically what that means is my immune system mistakenly attacks my hair follicles, and that is why I am completely bald and balding throughout my body. I don't have any eyebrows or eyelashes. These are microblading, and on my channel I talk all about hair loss, wig reviews, tips and tricks, tutorials, basically just to continue raising awareness and helping others within their hair loss journeys as well. So I'm really excited for today's video. It's going to be a little bit different than what I normally do. It's been highly requested, so I'm finally taking the time to do it. I'm going to be doing just my everyday makeup routine, if that makes any sense. Just something that I do for myself. I am not a makeup guru in the slightest. For the longest time I used my fingers for concealer, and now I use a beauty blender, so be proud of me. But I know that a lot of people struggle with makeup when, you know, they lose their eyebrows and their eyelashes. So I'm gonna help you out. Again, not a makeup expert. This is just what I do, what works for me, but it's also going to include false lashes and the application process. So it might be a longer video, but I'm definitely going to start with the eyes, with the eyeliner, and with the false lashes. And then if you guys are interested on, you know, my face makeup, then feel free to keep watching. But yeah, that is the plan for today. I have my Mickey Mouse sweater on. It's nice and cozy. We just put the air conditioning on and it is freezing, but there is a heat warning outside, so I'm happy that it is on. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so moving on to a few things that you may need. Of course, they may come as different products. I'll kind of talk more about the products that I'm using further when I'm using them actually in the video, but you will need an eyebrow pencil or whatever eyebrow thing you use. I use some eyeliner, false lashes, concealer, maybe some tweezers, what else? Some loose finishing powder, some bronzer or whatever contour kind of thing you use. I use highlighter and sometimes blush. Probably won't put on much blush because my cheeks are already rosy. I have a beauty blender. I have my highlighter brush, my blush brush, my bronzer brush, and I also have my setting brush. I think that is it, and also setting spray. Again, you don't need all of these things. This is just what I use. But without further ado, let's start this makeup routine. Okay, so the first thing I do, since I have my eyebrows microbladed, just to make them a little bit darker, I use a brown, it's from the company Annabelle. It's just like a thing that you can buy at Shoppers for like $3. I am using the color 040 medium brown, and I kind of just like to fill it in within the same shape of my microblading, just to make things look a little bit darker. Okay, so I have just finished my eyebrows. Again, just like a very subtle brown. I would definitely make it a lot darker if I'm wearing like a darker wig. I'm thinking of maybe going a little bit blonde today, but again, I just simply took one of these things and I outlined, well, I filled in the outline of my microblading. It's super helpful when doing my eyebrows. But yeah. Okay, so now moving on to my eyeliner. I know some people like to do their face before their eyes. I much prefer like to do my eyes before my face. I feel like it's so much easier. So for my eyeliner, the reason why I use eyeliner under my false lashes is to make things look a little bit more natural, just so that they don't see like the start of the eyelashes. A lot of other people prefer to put their eyelashes on before and then fill in the eyeliner. I like to do it before, but again, personal preference. But I use the Kat Von D ink liner. It is my absolute favorite. I will link it down below. I don't use the tattoo liner. I like it a little bit darker on my skin. This is amazing. It's waterproof. It's a little bit pricey, but it will last you a while, and it will stay on all freaking day. So there you go. So basically, it's any other eyeliner day. So I'm just going to do a thin layer. Hopefully I have enough eyeliner. I have like, does anyone else have like 3 of the same? And they always forget to like figure out which one has the actual most product in it. Anyway, so we're gonna see. Hopefully this is the one. So it's very important for people with universalis that don't have their own eyelashes. It's important to fill in on like the inside. So normally when you do have your own eyelashes, you'd only be doing on top of, you know, where your eyelashes grow, but it's important to do it on the inside, just to make things look more natural. And I really like to do a wing. That's just always something that I've loved to do, but that's all about personal preference. Now I'm going to do the other side. Okay, so I have just finished my eyeliner. The thing that I love about wearing false lashes is if you make the slightest mistake when you put on the eyelashes, you will barely be able to notice it. It's like a great way of disguising any mistakes that you do. Like this one's a little bit thicker than this one, but that is okay. It's gonna look great. On to eyelashes. So one thing I forgot to mention at the beginning is you will need lash glue. Very important. You cannot wear false lashes without the adhesive. So the one that I use is the Duo lash glue. You can buy these off of Amazon, or you can buy them at like Shoppers or Walmart, I think. They come in a green packaging. I will also link it down below if I can find it. Super great, has an applicator, and very durable. As for my false lashes, I use the new Cali So Natural lashes. They are amazing. For anyone who knows the company Ardell, I used to wear their wispy line until I found these, and they are an absolute replica of those, but they're cheaper and you get a lot more for your money. So for those who use the wispies, I would highly recommend these. I will link them down below. You can buy these off of Amazon. They are super cheap. But okay, let's get started. So I am just peeling off the eyelashes that I wore previously. A lot of people are under the misconception that after one use you have to throw them away. I get like maybe 4 or 5 uses out of each pair. It really depends on how well you treat them. So at the end of the night, you take your tweezers and you have to pluck off the glue gently. And then you just you lay them flat on the box in like a safe place, and then they're ready for the next day or whenever you need to wear them. But yeah, it's just very important to pluck them. Pluck the glue off. But anyway, let's get started. So I use my fingers. A lot of people will like to use like tweezers or an applicator, I feel like I have a lot more control with my fingers. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up the glue. I'm just going to put it on the lash line. I like to do 2 layers. Very important to make sure you got a good amount of glue, especially on the inner corner, because that tends to be the part that that starts to lift. There we go. And then you just wait like 30 seconds for it to dry and become tacky. So when you're looking at your eyelashes, for those who are new, you will see that there is one end shorter than the other. The short end is gonna go on your inner corner to make things look more natural. It doesn't make any sense to put the longer side on your inner corner. Okay, so now that is tacky, we are able to put it on. So take your fingers or whatever way you use to applicate it. I like to hold my eye down with the other hand. So when you're putting these on, I think this goes for everyone, but specifically for people with alopecia, you're gonna wanna think to put them on up. So like, you're not wanting to put them on like this, you're wanting to put them on like this, if that makes any sense, because you're trying to create the illusion as if they're growing out of that natural line. So you want to go ahead and just glue them on. It takes a lot of practice, but I promise you it works, and they are so easy. Like, that is it. I've been wearing false lashes for about a year now, and I've gotten really, really great at them. But these are amazing. These lashes are great because they have such a thin band, which is my preferred type of false lash, because a lot of the normal ones, they will have like these really thick bands, but these are a lot easier to maneuver, especially when you don't have that extra line of your own eyelashes. Yeah, when you have them on, you're just gonna want to keep pressing down on them just to force it into that area, and you wanna kind of pressing it upwards. But yeah, super duper easy. And we will move on to the second pair. So again, doing the exact same thing. I'm losing the natural lighting, but that is okay. Just putting a thin layer of glue. Well, I want to say 2 layers. Let it dry for 30 seconds. You can blow on it, you can wave it out. Okay, now I'm gonna put it on, thinking upwards, holding it down. Voila! So basically, when you are putting on false lashes, you're just trying to create the illusion that they are growing out of your lash line. So when applying the false lash, you want to get as close to the end of your, I don't even know what that part of your eye is called, but the closest to your actual eye, because that is where your natural lash line is. So as you can tell, they are on nice. They're very flashy, very fluttery, very, I wouldn't say that they're the most natural, but I mean, if you were to, put on mascara on your natural lashes, this would definitely be close to that picture. But yeah, they're super easy. It just takes a little bit of time and practice to kind of master it. But these are the absolute best lashes for those with alopecia universalis. Okay, so we have completed this eyelash eyeliner look. I don't normally put on eyeshadow if it's not for like a special occasion. This is just like my everyday kind of glam, kind of natural look. But moving on to my face. So for my concealer, I don't put on foundation. I I don't feel like I need it. I just need it to cover up a few blemishes. So I use the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Full Wear. This was recommended me to from my makeup friend Sahar. It is really, really incredible, and this actually has full wear, full coverage. So the first thing that I do, remember, a little goes a long way. So I'm just going to put on a little bit in my inner corner, and then I'm gonna put some up here. And then since I have a little bit of rosacea around my nose, I'm just going to dabble some in there. And then any blemishes, this looks like I could cover. Ooh, that's a lot. That is a lot. That is a lot. I will take a Q-tip, just do that. I got some down here. Okay, now that is good. I like to let it sit for about a minute, and while I am doing that, I'm going to run my beauty blender under water, squeeze it until it's moist, but it's not dripping. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. Oh man, this weather is so weird. I just like the sun keeps going up and it keeps going down. It's ruining my whole lighting. I usually only film with natural lighting because I feel like that is the best. But man, this weather, craziness. Okay, I'm gonna put my mirror closer to me so that I can see what I'm doing. Also, little baby Rapunzel in the background. I don't know if you can see it. So after you have done, after you have put your beauty blender underwater, you are ready to begin, and after waiting like 30 seconds to a minute, you are ready to blend. So I like to start up and then make my way down. So with the pointier tip, again, I'm very new to beauty blenders, so this just works for me. So I go inside, hopefully you can see this, and you just want to dab and spread. Make sure to get those, like that, whatever this is, your upper crease. You're kind of just like going at it for a good, I want to say, a few minutes. It's just really important to blend it into your skin. And just keep going at it. Like, look how amazing that concealer is. Like, I had these horrible dark circles and now they are gone. So I would highly recommend this. I bought it off of Amazon because we're in lockdown, so I couldn't go anywhere. But you can buy it at like Walmart, Shoppers. I think you can buy that at those stores. Anyway, I will link the Amazon link down below. Okay, now I am done with my beauty blender. Okay, so the next thing on the agenda, we are going to now set the concealer. So I just started doing this maybe like a few months ago, but I use the Maybelline Fit Me loose finishing powder. It is in the shade 05 Fair. And basically what you do is, this is just to help set the concealer. So just got to give it a little bit of a shake so that the stuff comes up. Bought this brush off of Amazon, just a fluffy brush. Okay, now we got some out. So we are going to put it on where we put on the concealer, which is basically everywhere. And I got it up there, which I didn't mean to. Oh, look at this. But mainly focusing on where you put the concealer. Okay, finito. So now the next thing on my agenda, makeup edition. So I've been using this bronzer for years now. It is the Rimmel London Natural Bronzer. It's the one without the sparkles, because the sparkles are a lot. And this is in the shade 22 Sun Bronze. And a lot of makeup people will not agree with what I do with this. I put it all over my face. I don't contour. I don't know how. So I just feel like it gives me a little bit more color because I'm either usually very naturally fair with some rosy cheeks. So I just put it on everywhere. And it gives me a little color. And if you're bald, I'd recommend kind of going a little bit further up than where your natural hairline would go. No need to go too far. Fini! Okay, moving on to the next thing, which is my highlighter. You can use whatever highlighter you want for this. I have a highlighter from the company Ofra. It is the Style Highlighter Star Island. I've had this for like, I want to say 2 years now, and it's still working. I mean, I don't put it on every day, which is probably the reason why I still have so much. So I just have this fan brush. You can buy this at Shoppers, whatever. Like, it doesn't have to be like a $30 brush. I think I paid $5 for this. Just does the trick. If you want it to be more intense, I would highly recommend either putting water or like setting spray on your brush. But again, this is just a natural look. So I'm gonna put it up here. And I'm gonna put it on the other side. There really isn't a technique to this. You just put as much as you like, what looks good to you. And usually, so actually I had this issue before. When you don't use foundation, it can be hard for this to appear on your skin. So that's why I put my concealer a little higher up so that it has something to stick onto. And I do a little bit on my nose. Yay! Beautiful! Okay, so normally if my cheeks weren't this rosy, I would put on some blush, but since they are rosy today, I am not. So the last thing on my makeup tutorial is just using this setting spray. It's the NYX Bear With Me Prime Set Refresh, has up to 8 hours use, and I just spray it on my face. Remember to close your eyes. I usually forget that. But that is it, my friends. That is my entire makeup routine. Maybe I'll do one later with a little bit of eyeshadow. But other than that, like, this is what I do when I'm wearing false lashes, and even when I don't choose to wear false lashes, that is what I do for my face. It's very natural. It's very subtle. Doesn't take a lot of time at all. Probably max like 10 minutes. Unless you're new to eyelashes, it may take you a little bit longer for your lashes. But again, keep working on applying those false lashes and try out these ones because these are amazing. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you found it educational, helpful. I know alopecia can be quite a struggle when losing your eyebrows and your eyelashes. But again, like I always tell people, what better time to have alopecia than 2021, because you have so many resources available to you. I'm fortunate enough to, have the money to, buy false lashes, get my eyebrows microbladed, get this makeup. The wigs are great, the eyelashes are great, just everything is so great. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok. I will have everything linked down below, along with all of the products that I can find online for you guys. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Turn on your post notifications. And if you enjoyed seeing my face and you want to see more of my face, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching again, and we will see you next time on the Art of Alopecia. Bye guys!